was Lady Denisha Ballard. We need a miracle. What morning? It's Sonia Blakey, your morning show host.
Big fellowship. Let's go.
My testimony is real. I came this far by faith. My road ain't always been smooth, but it don't look like everything I've been through. The truth is I'm kept blessed by the best, and one word describes the rest. Everybody say grace. Grace. Everybody say grace. By faith, my future is bright. He's brought me from a mighty long way. I walk by faith and not sight. Oh yeah, that's how I made it where I am today. The truth is I'm kept blessed by the best, and one word describes the rest. Everybody say grace. Grace. Everybody say grace.
I don't deserve it.
Undeserved,
I'm talking about me.
unearned,
You know me better than I do.
favor,
I make some mistakes, and I'm not right all the time.
unearned,
But I know He is a friend of mine.
favor,
Thank you, Lord, for keeping me. Oh, I can't thank you enough.
favor,
Yeah, grace. Oh, time and time again. Oh, grace. You never left my side. Oh, grace. Yeah, nobody can do me like you do.
Well, I guess that's a sign that I need to start this. Let me finish sharing this right here. Internet issues. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. I hope everything is fine. My music, everything is spinning, but that's fine. I would like to thank all of my Tea Time with Bunky subscribers, all of my Bunky Bunk TikTok followers. Today, actually tomorrow, will mark 1 solid year of Tea Time with Bunky. I have been going strong. You guys have been on this journey with me, and I appreciate you so, so very much. Make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you comment, jump into the comments so we can interact with you. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 1 year. Bunky Bunk TikTok. I have reached over 10,000 and some change likes. So yeah, like God is doing the thing. A quick announcement. I had announced it last week. About for the veterans, about the honor guards and the people that attend services for our veterans. The ones here in Sullivan County, they're getting much older. The funeral that I went to last week, um, they were pretty old, and this gentleman was a retired vet, and he's not from around here, and he didn't have anyone. So the people that do the honor guards, the veterans that do the honor guards, you guys do these, you learn these practices and procedures when you're in basic training. And right now is the time that your senior veterans need you because they're really kind of like dying off. So they need you to jump in and go to whatever establishments you need to go to to figure out how to get on that list. So in the event that they need you, that you can make yourself available. So without further ado, I am going to welcome Mr. Malcolm Gandy. Wait. Malcolm.
What's up? What's up, B? How you doing?
Hi. Me. Oh my God. It's been a long time. It has
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It has.
been a long time. And wait, let me get you up here. Um, Comments. I want to just make sure I was trying to share. I don't know what happened to the music. I was jamming and then it went out. I'm like, oh man, ain't this just terrible? How are you today?
I'm blessed. No complaints. No complaints. How's everything going your way?
It's going. It's good. It's good. I was worried. I
Hmm.
was like, oh my God, we didn't do a practice. Is he going to be able to get on? Like what? You know, it worked out. It worked out.
Yeah. No, I
Um,
was trying. I was trying to get on with my MacBook Pro, but I didn't realize that I didn't have Chrome on here, and
uh-huh.
so then I went back to my iPhone, and then I just like hopped on, and I'm like,
Okay.
I hope that everything works out. So, but we're good
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. I don't know what it's like certain things with this program that works and not works. So for those that
Hmm.
don't know, you are Maldox Custom Clothing. Custom Clothing.
Maldox, Maldox Custom
Maldox.
Clothiers.
What was that last part?
So Maldox Custom Clothiers.
Okay. Please
Hmm.
tell me and everybody about that. What exactly? What is that?
Maldox Custom Clothiers came about roughly about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Um, I started off in the business, me and one of my closest friends, best friends, his name is Tony Tanksley. He's actually the proud owner of Tanksley Realtor Group down in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and so he had pitched this idea to me about fashion. Um, and you know, I'm very precautious. I have an eye for fashion, and I've always been one that knew how to dress.
Hmm.
And so he was like, "Hey man, yo, we should start selling suits." And I'll never forget. The first company that we had was called T&G Exclusive Suits. That stood for Tanksley and Gandy Exclusive Suits. You know, we made our way. We got this connection. I can't give away how we got the connect, but we got this connection. Went down to the city. You know, purchased, you know, like 15 suits. You know, put them in the trunk of his car. Came back up here, and then 24 hours later, we sold all 15 suits, and it was nothing but a rinse, wash, repeat system. And so with me, it was like, all right, you know, we got the suit connect. I started to actually make my own bow ties. And I'll give that secret away. I don't care about that one. But what I did was I started taking old ties,
Hmm.
you know, like from my grandfather, from my pops, from anybody that didn't want their tie, and I would cut the design of a bow tie out, and
Hmm.
then I would put like a solid color on the opposite side, and
Okay.
then you know, made self-made bow ties. And then
Okay.
after that, it was like me expanding and I became addicted. I was like, hey man, you know, I want to put everybody in a bow tie. I want to put everybody in a necktie and a pocket square and a circle square. And so now I'm making double-sided pocket squares and circle squares and just now I'm just going crazy with it. Um and so me and Tone decided to go out to the magic show. That's hosted. It's hosted in New York, Atlanta, and Vegas. And
What is
so we
that?
went to
What's the magic show?
so the magic show is a trade show, and
Okay.
so here at the trade shows, now you get like opened up to everybody um, who manufactures suits. So the suits that you guys see in Macy's, Dillard's, Lord and Taylor, we had those connections. And come to find out, I live
Wow.
in upstate New York in the capital, and so there's a place called Rutland, Vermont, and it's approximately I want to say maybe like an hour and a half north of Albany,
Hmm.
and the main distributor for Calvin Klein, Nautica, and DKNY, their distributor is an hour and a half away. And so, um, we were able to get suits from the West Coast, down south, everywhere. And so, I stuck with the business. At the time, I was a teacher assistant, and so I was, selling suits, and also, being a TA at the time. And then it slid over to the custom world. I got on Instagram. Instagram name is Meldox518. That's also my Twitter name. On Facebook, I'm known as Meldox Gandy. And so I'm on Instagram, and I'm following two individuals. And the first guy, his name is Derek Robinson, Persona Custom Clothiers, based out of Dallas, Texas, Fresco, Texas, actually. And he gave me the real eye for fashion, on how to put things together,
Mhm.
on how to, take certain different fabrics. He educated me
Mhm.
on the fashion sense, on Sylvia Rowe, on, you know, just different blends of suits, the different thread counts of suits. However, there's another gentleman by the name of Roderick Harvey, um, suits made by Harvey, and he was the guy that gave me the plug across the seas. Now,
Wow.
when you talk about the plug across the seas, he connected me to his main guy across the seas, and I've been getting everything made out of Hong Kong for the last 8 years. And so you have your off the rack suits versus your custom suiting and shirting.
Right.
And so the difference between off the rack and custom is, so like at the time I used to be a 46 regular. And so that meant that my chest is, if you take a measurement, it's the circumference of 46 inches all the way around. However, I've dropped and I've lost a lot of weight since then.
Mhm.
And so I'm no longer a 46 regular. I'm probably around a 42 regular. And then, my waist size was a 40 at the time. And so typically, if your waist is a 40, then you go up 6 inches, and that's how you get your top measurement or whatever. The pants length, that's just where you cut them. Most people are normally either 30, 32, 34. NBA stars are 36, whatever that. However, with custom clothes, me personally, I take 27 different body measurements, and I make the garments fit you according to your size. So once you get into a custom suit, outside of the designs, outside of the patterns, outside of what you want to do,
Mhm.
this suit can't fit nobody else in the world but you. There are certain weights that we put in custom suits that make them hang and drape and lay on you a certain way that a normal off the rack suit will never ever do. But what I've seen is a lot of people, what they'll do is that they'll buy, let's say if they're a 46 regular, we'll just stick with that number. They'll buy a 48 regular suit, they'll bring it to a tailor, and then have the tailor chop it down
Mhm.
to fit them like it's a custom made suit. But we all know that it's not, because
See, I didn't
there
know
are
that.
still, yeah,
I didn't know.
there are still certain things that you can't do unless
Mhm.
it's a custom made suit. Um, and so, I've placed zippers, buttons on suits. I've placed extra buttonholes. I've changed contrast, buttonhole colors, threading colors. I've put my initials on lapels, logos,
I've seen the
even on.
names on the one picture of you and your sons with
Hmm.
their names on the sleeves of the shirts.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
blew me away. I was like, I don't know why, because I don't have little people, so
Hmm.
I never seen anything like that. But I don't get into custom clothing either, you know.
Yeah. Even so, and I'll put this on record. Still to this day, nobody has done it. So many people, I can take your actual signature that you sign your check with,
Mhm.
and I could put that, on your cuff.
On your
However, my boxer's father was like, "Hey man, everybody doing that. Let's put it on the collar." So I took his actual signature and I put it on his collar for him. And still to date, nobody has done it. And I think that's when we have fought Birdo. So we fought Birdo, like 5, 6 years ago? So it's been 6 years now, so still nobody has done it.
should
And
that have
so
just been copyrighted? Should you have just told that?
I know, but
Should you have
I share the game. I'm not everybody know it come from me. They gonna know who it come they gonna know who it comes from because we're the first people that ever put it out there. But real quick while I'm speaking about the Porters, huge, 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 tremendous shout out to Showtime Sean Porter. Huge, huge, tremendous shout out to Unc Kenny Porter, the whole team Porter. Shout out. Even though Sean has retired, he's down right now in Dallas, Texas, working the Ugas Spence fight, and he's gonna have on one of our pieces, so you don't have to worry about nothing. Um, but Sean and both Kenny Porter, they have been detrimental um to my success um from me, and this is how I got into the boxing world. Most high, I was like, man, I'm trying to get into that part of the game, and there's a great difference too between the price of a custom suit compared to an off the rack suit. You can get a typical off the rack suit for 100, 200, $300.
Mhm.
um my custom made suits start at 899, go
And
all the way up to $4,000 or $5,000.
I was ooh, God, okay, hey, but it's top quality stuff, and I was gonna ask you, how do you do the pricing? Is it according to the
hmm
person's size? Is it the
hmm
materials, not the size?
So CMT means cut measure trim. My cut measure trim is always the same cost, no matter what I do.
Okay,
However, you mentioned something. You said fabric. That's where the cost comes in at.
uh-huh.
And for all of the viewers, always know this: I can get any fabric in the world. If you want Tom Ford, we'll get you Tom Ford fabric. Even some of the designer fabrics we can get a hold of. However, are you willing to pay that cost per meter or per yard? That's where the real money comes in at. So, certain fabrics that NBA stars wear,
Mhm.
LeBron, Magic, Mike,
Yeah, those are custom.
Curry,
Yeah,
yeah, I could get a hold of any one of those fabrics. However, it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost you.
cost to be the boss, right?
Yeah,
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 it
yeah.
costs to be the
If you
boss.
and so now, um, in the last, I want to say like 2 years. Nah, in the last, now let me stop. In the last like year and a half, year, I can now make custom shoes.
I
Um,
I wanted to talk about those red-bottomed Malbec
yeah,
shoes with the initials on the top. I was like,
yeah,
"Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute." I was like, "Wait a
mhm,
minute." I had to zoom in. I'm like, "Wait a minute. The initials are on the
mhm.
top of the shoes."
Yeah, no, we could put them on the inside of your shoe. We could put them on the bottom of your shoe. And so, with me, I'm about expanding everybody's business. The
Mhm.
only thing is that you just gonna have to come through me for the connect. I
Which
got the connect. So if you want,
fine.
if you want to do your business, if you want to start your own clothier shop from head to toe, I can get my own socks made. I can get ties made, hats, shirts, scarves. Oh, women, we
Yeah, I was
even
gonna ask
have,
about women's suits because some women like to wear suits now. We look good in a good
yes,
suit. Yeah.
yes. Everything I can do everything in-house. I don't have to move, and shoes take anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks. Excuse me, if we rush them. Suits anywhere from 7, tops 16 days. But again, like I could turn a suit around in 7 days, but it's gonna cost you though. because then that means that they have to put your order before everybody else's order.
Right.
So it's like if you got it, we could do it. We could
Yeah.
do anything. Like there's I have never been able to not do something. Whatever you want done. And so
Mhm.
there's going to be some pieces that we're going to be rolling out um probably like the next like 2 months. I'm just
Mhm.
giving everybody some time because the pandemic, Yahweh's will is maybe over, it may not be over,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna give everybody a little bit of time to shine, and then I'm gonna hit the world with some stuff that we just been sitting on. We just pulled out some overcoats, both for men and women. Um, that's insane. I actually had somebody offer me. I took my wife to a day party down in the city, and the gentleman actually offered me $1,200 for my overcoat. I said, "Nah, how about
Off
I
of your
just give you?"
back. Off of
Yeah,
your
he
back.
said, "Yeah," and I was, and that let me know that when stuff like that starts to happen, I just gave him my business card, and I'm like, "Hey, contact me when you get a moment in time." And so, me, I hand out a lot of business cards, and I'm not. My expectation is like, yo, if you can afford it, then come holler at me.
Mhm.
And so the gentleman ended up contacting me like 3 weeks later. He was like, hey, you remember I offered you the money for your overcoat? He's like, yo, can you make me the same one? I said, instead of me making you the same one, you choose whatever you want to do or whatever. He was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. So we sent him the mock. He said, all right, cool. I end up making the coat for him in like 10 days. He paid me the 1,200 and then gave me like an extra 400 on top. He said, yo, he said, I've never had something like this ever.
Wow.
And so,
Wow.
um, so for me, um, it's about marketing and branding all
Mhm.
day. Like
Right.
I'm gonna wear something of my own. And so, I had a coworker question me, because we also have tracksuits that's out too. So not your normal cotton tracksuits.
You
Um,
were wearing it in your pictures, because I go
yeah,
through everything. So okay,
everything is there. I'm letting
everything is
people,
through you. Everything is
yeah,
your
I'm letting
okay.
people live right now. I'm allowing people to get their game up because
Before
I'm
you
just going,
slaughter them, before you just go,
yeah,
oh,
I'm
I am
trying to
not
give
mad at you.
everybody a
Yeah,
chance, but I'm
you
not gonna keep giving y'all a chance
you're not
because
playing. You
where I'm going in the next 6 months, I'm gonna be seen all the time. It's going to be a everyday occurrence that people see me. And so I'm giving people the opportunity like, hey, if y'all going to do something, do it now. I don't know if everybody recalls when 50 Cent came out, right? So everybody was rapping, you had Rockefeller, you had State Property, you had Dipset. Jay-Z told everybody, they said, listen, when this guy 50 Cent comes out, we going to have to take a back seat for a while. And that's what happened. 50 dropped in the club, and everybody had to take a back seat for a long time.
mhm.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm giving everybody a chance that's in the world of fashion. I'm coming for everybody. I'm coming for Gucci, coming for Louis, I'm coming for Fendi. Everybody's gonna be calling me. Balenciaga. I have this weird sense of fashion, and that's why I do what I do.
I spoke one of my coworkers,
Hmm.
her past significant other
Hmm.
has gotten, I think she said 2 suits from you. I don't know his name from Monticello.
Hmm.
He got 2, and she was like, sometimes we don't like to compliment our exes, sometimes. I
Hmm.
don't care, but
Hmm.
she said that he looked really good in those suits. She said
Yeah.
they and she said he's a tall guy, and she was like, "It was really the suits." She said, "I can't even
Hmm.
lie." So you go ahead, like,
Oh yeah, like and it's not gonna stop. Um, we're gonna expand.
mhm,
Um, and the thing is, I haven't even opened up a store yet. No brick and mortar. No brick and mortar. I don't believe in wasting money. And
mhm.
so my mindset is this. I'm not credulous to wasting money. So my mindset is this: until I can own the whole building, I'm not gonna pay somebody rent. I'm gonna own the whole building, and then I'm gonna open up a space on the first floor, a space on the second floor, a space on the third floor. I'm gonna teach people how to do this business the proper way.
Mhm.
I don't. What do I need to pay somebody $1,500 for? People ask why you not in the mall. What I need to be in the mall for? You come to me.
Right. Right.
You
I
know,
would.
we make things simple. Now, not to say that should I be in the store? Yeah, yeah, hands down. But not until I own the building now. So
Okay.
if I don't have enough, if I don't have enough capital to purchase the building, why am I going to be in the store? I got to own the building.
So that that's a good that's that's a good question, especially
Hmm.
since you're like custom, right? Your things are
Hmm.
custom.
Hmm.
So things aren't made in bulk. So how would
Nah,
you? So it'd just be like a old school, like you go into I guess a men's shop and the guy comes out with the tape around his neck, like that type
that's
of thing.
me. That's me.
Okay, I can see
Because listen, B, if I was to start making suits myself, it's no way I'm not charging under $3,000 to make a suit right in front of you. And I'm actually in the process of learning that craftsmanship of being able to cut and make a suit. And I'm not talking about machine. I'm talking about hand
that.
sewing a suit from hand. But you are going to pay. I know people right now in New York City, $5,000 starting for a suit, but they'll have that suit ready for you in 24 hours. But you're gonna pay,
Now,
and it's like a lot. Yes, go.
do you have like a large team? Like, because if you're going to make a suit, let's just say somebody comes to
Hmm.
you with that
Hmm.
hypothetically and be like, okay, I need a suit
Hmm.
within 48 hours.
And so the team will consist of me and a sewer. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Me and a sewer.
Because you said, as I was reading your things, that there's some imperfections, there's some, and the imperfections because it's hand stitched. Like there are things like
Yeah, yeah,
the flower
yeah,
lapel. And I'm like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
oh my God. I was like, get
yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
He's so,
Nah, nah. You got, and it's like you have to have the imperfection because then it
yes,
shows that
that's
this is
the
not something
uniqueness
that
of
was
it.
just machine made.
Right.
And
That's
and so and so and
awesome.
so for those suits, there's actually a name for them, and those are called bespoke suits, which mean that everything is handmade. So like my shoes, everything is handmade. Like I've posted videos of my peoples in Turkey who make the shoes. Like there's a video up. I made a few reels on them making the shoes.
Where are they? YouTube? Your Instagram? Where are they?
Instagram.
Instagram.
The reels are up on Instagram, and what
Okay.
and my Instagram again is Maldox, Maldox 518.
No. Okay. I'm gonna go look at that because that's crazy. That's
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
And so it's like for me, um, again, one of my coworkers was like, your tracksuits, because my tracksuits cost 500 for a tracksuit, right? And so they
Just
was like, they was like,
maybe my price range.
yeah, they no, no, they was like, I'll never buy a tracksuit from you. And they was like, this is the reason why we support this local company or this local company.
Right. They said
And
we.
so,
So are they people of color?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so it's all good because from other races, I'll say this: they don't give me no problems.
Hmm.
I got a lot of principals here in the district who buy suits from me all the time, custom made suits.
Hmm.
Yo, and it's like when you work with me, if I say 1,200 to you and you say no problem, yo, your next suit gonna be 1,000, or your next suit might be 700. Your next suit gonna be whatever I feel like charging that day, depending on our relationship.
Right.
So I'm not gonna bang you for 1,200 every time. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you coming to me, you being loyal. Now I got you all day. If you gonna pay 1,200 for a suit, let me throw in 3 custom shirts for you for free. Just because that my business is that well. And
Right.
so real quick, back to my coworker, she was like, $500 for a tracksuit, I could go buy a tracksuit, with this company and pay 150. And so I had to educate her on three things. I said, real quick, I said, first of all, my tracksuits that I make, nobody is selling them in the state of New York but me. That's number one. That's number one. And how I know this information is because where we're getting the tracksuits from, there's only maybe about 15 of us in the whole entire country that's doing it. And so I know for a fact that there's about 5 or 6 in California. I'm in New York. There's about 4 people in Georgia, 3 people in the Carolinas, and 2 people in Texas. So the particular tracksuit that I have, if
Mhm.
you're not getting it from me or my mentor Roderick Harvey that's selling it for 500, everybody else is charging 8, 900. And we're not even gonna call him the creator, but who started it in Cali,
Mhm.
he's charging $3,000 and people are paying it. So what I'm charging 500, he's charging 3,000 and people are buying them. I'm not hating, but you're gonna tell me that my price is too high
Right.
when you can
Versus
get,
that.
come on now. And so the first thing was um is that I'm the only person in New York that's doing this. Second thing is not hating on Gucci, Louis, Ferragamo, Alexander McQueen. Not hating on anybody. You'll pay full price for their stuff. Right now,
You're
Louis
right.
Vuitton, Louis
You're right.
Vuitton, ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to this one. Louis Vuitton is the only store who does not have an outlet store. Louis Vuitton does not have any outlet stores from here all the way to Italy. No outlet stores. And so when I say an outlet store, so I live what? I live what, an hour and 45 from Woodbury Commons.
Mhm.
You about an hour and 15 minutes away from Woodbury Commons. The next time you're in Woodbury Commons, do me this favor. We call that section of Woodbury the bougie section. That's where my wife shops at, the bougie section. I
Mhm.
shop over, at Nike where I could get stuff for $30. No, not her. She shops from Burberry and Gucci and Tom and
No,
Fendi.
I don't.
You will not find Louis Vuitton over there. I don't care if you go to the shops in Vegas. Louis Vuitton is not in an outlet.
So you're not getting no Louis discounts, huh? No,
Thank you. Thank you. That's
no,
the point that I want to make right there.
right. No, no,
And
yeah.
so, and so my wife has a couple Louis Vuitton bags. Guess what? At full price. At full price.
I don't have any
No, but
bag
I'm
like
just
that. I
but
don't
I'm
have
just
nothing like
saying,
that. Right, right,
Louis is charging full price. Their brand is so good
right.
that we
It is
don't
a
have to drop our. Guess what? When's the last time you ever saw a Louis Vuitton commercial? You don't.
you don't. You,
There's no
you
Louis Vuitton commercial.
the name speaks for itself, right?
There you
Word of mouth.
go.
Yeah, the quality speaks for itself.
And so my point to her was, you don't argue with Louis about their price. Do you go into Louis Vuitton? Do you go into Gucci and be like, that's too high? Nah.
Wow.
You
She
go
going to
you
them
go
outlets.
exactly. And then
I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad.
my last point
Ooh,
um was is that if it was your child selling this for 500, you purchasing it, right? And she
absolutely.
and she shook her head, yeah. So the 3 points that I made was I'm the only person in New York that's doing this. In New York State,
Mhm.
nobody's doing this in the city either. New York State, nobody has this connect but me. Number two, you don't argue with Gucci and Louis. You don't argue with their price points. And lastly, if it was your child, nah,
Why wouldn't you support them? Right.
exactly.
And want everybody else to support them.
And that's my thing, is
Right.
that I'm gonna teach y'all the raw business of this game. I'm gonna show y'all legit how to get this money. I'm about to drop a nugget real quick. So for all the y'all out there, right? If you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, I'm gonna give you free game right now.
Because I'm trying to learn. Okay.
So download Coinbase. It's an app called Coinbase. For those of us who live in New York, I'm trying to put
That's not what
some real game right now. Give y'all real game right now. Please, for me, download Coinbase.
Okay.
And we know how to diversify our portfolio. But I need for everybody, please. You will thank me. You will thank me later.
Okay.
You might thank me in 3 weeks.
I'm
You
trying
might
to
thank
write
me in
down
6 months.
what's
You
going
might
on.
thank me. You might thank me in 3-4 years.
Okay.
I need everybody. And guess what? When it does hit, I didn't say if it hits,
Say
but when it
when it
does hit,
hits. Right.
when it because we don't speak that if over here. Not
Right.
what Meldox custom clothing is, and not what Tea Time with Bunky. We don't speak
Right.
the if
We
like
sure don't.
we
We don't
we speak
win.
when
Right.
this happens, you guys will thank me. And what you have to do, right? Y'all got to give 10%
Right.
back to Tea Time with Bunky.
Oh,
Y'all
stop
got to
it.
give her. Y'all got to give her 10%. Download Coinbase, right?
Got it. Uh-huh.
And then I want y'all to purchase $100 worth of SHIB coins.
Who?
SHIB Take $100 and purchase $100 worth of SHIB coins, aka SHIB tokens.
So it's SHIBINU.
No, SHIB,
Uh-huh.
SHIB, and then the second part is
Oh,
INU.
okay. INU. Okay, that's separate. Okay.
Coinbase, go purchase that,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and, 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 and,
I'm
and guess
trusting you,
what?
Mr. Gandy,
Yes,
because I don't trust people with this stuff.
and seriously, if you can, connect it right to your debit card, connect it right to your credit card, and if you get paid every week, just take out $10, purchase $10 of this coin. If you could do it at do $50 every 2 weeks. For anybody that's in the church, for anybody that's not in the church, for all your hustlers, your drug dealers, for anybody, black people, listen to me. I'm giving y'all free game right now.
I'm listening to you.
I
I'm
shouldn't
listening.
even be doing this right now. But I'm trying to tell y'all how to get this money. Purchase $100 and
I'm
don't do
listening to you.
nothing.
Just
Don't do nothing.
leave it
But
alone.
just hold it. That's all I need for you to do.
Okay.
But now when this pop off,
Okay.
right? Because when this pops off, all they got to do is pop off 1 cent, you'll become an instant millionaire. If it go to 10 cent, 50 cent,
Uh-huh.
$1, it's a wrap.
And
It's just
SHIBIINU.
SHIB. That's it right there.
Okay. All right.
Matter of fact, for all the viewers, real quick, I'm gonna do y'all another solid. Go on YouTube once we end and just put in SHIB, SHIB, and everything that come up is gonna blow your mind.
Oh,
So I don't know if y'all. I ain't mean to segue this way, but Most High said I got to get this one to y'all. Y'all know about Bitcoin and all that.
yeah.
How
I don't know how it works,
yeah,
but
Bitcoin right now is probably like 43,000 for one Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin was in this phase 13 years ago, SHIB is doing better than Bitcoin right now. So I'm gonna stop talking about that because
okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I mean,
yeah. So just
Kenny tried to tell me. I don't know what that.
oh yeah. Listen to him. Listen to him.
No,
Even if you're putting in
I don't know what
$10 a week. Yeah, it's cryptocurrency. It's the wave. Shout out to my cousin Isaac in Long Beach, California. He's teaching me how to read the candles now. So I can understand like the start of the day, end of the day. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about.
The candlesticks and all like like reading the charts in the stock
Okay,
market.
all right. Yeah, no, okay,
Yeah,
I get you now. All right, yeah, because
yeah.
I don't know what that is. Like
He
brainwaves.
teaching. Yeah, he teaching me all that right now. Like literally, like I'm tired of our people being in the position that we've been in since we came to this country.
Right.
How are we still? How do we still only have 1% of the wealth ownership in this whole nation? Yet we spending $3-4 trillion a year. So it's not like we don't got the money.
Right.
How come the black dollar is not even in the black community 3-4 minutes?
That's a good question.
We take our money and we go spend it elsewhere. And why is that? All right, yeah, detailer.
Yeah.
Purchase that. Purchase
As
that and
soon
hold
as we
it.
get off, I'm definitely gonna.
You know what I'm
Woo,
saying?
you know,
And
and
so,
I'm stepping out on faith with this one. Yes, I'm
nah,
gonna do
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
trust you. That's because I know you. You're not,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna
yeah,
leave
you
you
ain't gonna.
astray.
You
Nah,
no, you won't.
nah.
You
I'm
won't
I'm
at
I'm
all.
I'm 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 gonna give all the game for free.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give all
And
the
you don't
game for
have to do
free.
all that. You don't. Well, you know,
Yeah. Anybody that's willing to learn,
right?
because guess what? I got a mentor. And so I don't call famous people. I don't call millionaires. They call me. They ask me what my advice is. What do I think about things? And I can't let this one out the bag fully, but I did speak to my first black billionaire about 3 weeks ago when I was down in Atlanta. Blew my mind. And he even knew who I was. So I'm not worried because everybody that I know, I'm gonna take care of. And not to say that like, yo, because it's coming my way. I'm letting y'all know.
Mm, I,
Tea Time Bucket. I'm about to be a millionaire, seriously.
I believe you. I believe you.
But the thing is, I'm not becoming a millionaire so I can give you my money. Nah, I'm becoming a millionaire so I can reinvest in people that I believe in.
Mhm.
Like Tea Time with Bunky. We need to get her by the end of this year, we need to get her to 1 million views.
Yes,
Now
we do.
we gotta get you to 1 million views. We gotta make sure that you have a podcast that's on at peak hours. We got to make sure that the residual income is constantly coming in. See, people become rich for the wrong reasons.
Well, I got to get an income first. Right now, there's this is just it's just a
Nah,
on
but
me
don't
time.
nah,
It's
nah, nah,
coming
nah.
though. Oh, it's
Yeah, nah, nah.
coming. I
Yeah,
know
nah.
it's coming.
It's nah. And we'll live on the if possibilities. We won't do if.
No, no, no.
It's going
It's
to
coming.
happen.
Absolutely. It's
You know
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? And so
yeah.
it's like there's so much ingenuity, there's so much innovation in the black community. It's insane.
It
And
is.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this: if the black church don't wake up and start tapping in to what we have, don't get mad when they leave.
Right.
We could go to church real quick because I know that our time, I'm very cognizant of people's time.
Wow.
Black church, we gotta do better. We gotta teach our people the truth, and we're not doing that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to get too crazy,
Uh-huh.
but we have a responsibility, and we know, and we honestly we know you feel it. You tell me one, like, seriously, like, Fortune 500 that we own. Nate, tell me one major airline, shipping, freight. Black people
And
don't have anything but God. So that
yes,
should tell you something right there in itself. That we got direct divine connection. And
direct divine
like
total. Yes.
this ain't some, oh, I was on YouTube and all this happened. Nah. Like 7, 8 years ago. Just been it's something just was like, what's going on here? Like, I don't look at the Bible from a historical document anymore. Now the
Hmm.
Bible is actually our culture. They don't want to speak about that. Now I'm not in the business of going to people churches and wrecking them up with that stuff, but I'm gonna be true to what Yahweh's word is saying. If you notice, I ain't called them God not one time.
Yeah. I peeped that in the very beginning. And for those that don't
Yeah.
know, Malcolm is I don't know if you preacher, speaker,
Oh yeah,
pastor.
yeah. We do it.
Yes.
We
So
do
he
it
comes
all.
from a lineage of that. And so when he's talking, he knows exactly what he's
Yeah.
talking about. So it's not like
Nah.
people be
Yeah.
like,
So
oh, yeah.
it's honestly it's honestly a disrespect to even call him God. Because if you reverse the letters of God, what you got, dog?
Oh, yes.
You really think I'm gonna address Most High like that? You think I'm gonna address Yahweh like that? Nah. And
I
so
should
and
play
so and
that song.
so and so it's a lot of things that that's within the Bible that we don't even recognize. You know, you know me. I thought I'm not gonna lie. I thought I knew it all. I thought I had all the answers. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
most people did
Yeah,
growing up till you
especially
get
coming
your own
from yeah,
right till you get your
yeah,
own
yeah.
relationship, until you get your own and get a better understanding for yourself.
Now watch this. They said that there was only 15 books missing from the Bible. Now everybody know there's 66 books in the Bible,
Right.
right? You know, you got old, new,
You
canon, and scripture, right? But come to find out, in the Vatican, there's really 45 books missing.
just
So yeah, there's
so that
45 books missing from.
they omitted the 30 extra 30. They didn't even mention the extra 30.
They didn't mention the extra 45.
No, because they say 15 missing. They say
15,
15.
yeah.
So they
I'm
just
right,
omit the 30.
yeah. So they don't even want to put that truth out there.
I wonder why.
They don't because why? If I don't want to go here with this. Um,
All right.
y'all gonna get me in trouble. Folks say I'm gonna be missing preaching engagements and all of this stuff.
But no, if they
Stop,
want to hear the
yo, stop.
truth,
Like
you want
stop
to hear the
looking up. Like stop looking up, looking towards heaven. I'm gonna get in trouble. Heaven. So all right,
all right.
we'll put this one out there real quick, and then I'm gonna be cool. Heaven. Why haven't we never seen a glimpse of heaven?
Only what people say heaven look like.
Exactly.
Right.
So the moon is 235,000 miles away. We can see the moon, right?
Right.
The sun is at least 4 or 5 million miles away. Some stars that we see are actually, you can actually see 1 million miles away. So you mean to tell me, and all of our looking up, we've never seen the streets paved with gold?
Look, you done messed me all the way up. Oh, I
All right,
know. Oh,
all right,
I
all right, all right, all right. I ain't gonna go
yeah,
there
like
because I don't want to get
oh,
called. I don't want to get calls from my aunts and my father. They ain't gonna mess with me because they know I know.
you know,
But
it's but something outside of that, like when you mention
mhm,
your family, isn't it crazy though how when you go against what your family has always been taught and they believe, now you got to understand and you question or say something different, they just attack you going
now
against
they
God.
nah
My
they know
family
not to
does.
nah, they
No,
know
but
not to attack
heck,
me.
you right. Well,
Now they
that,
now they won't do it with me because and the reason why they won't do it with me is because I got it up here.
right,
Like that McCoy, that Gandy is all up through here. So you not
right.
gonna
You cut
nah.
from the same cloth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And and what's crazy is you said that because I say the same thing. I'm like that hinting
Mhm.
that's up in y'all is in me too. So it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
You know, but it's like, I don't want to upset people
right.
or
No,
get
no,
people
no, no.
going to their church and starting trouble talking about.
Preaching on you. Yeah, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no.
but you know, but
But
I do
thank you.
welcome it.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody want to sit down and have a conversation. Now we could talk about the Torah. We could go through that. And wondering why, if I'm not mistaken, in Numbers, the word matrix is mentioned. Why is the word matrix mentioned in the Bible? All right, we'll leave that alone.
You know what?
Seriously,
Just
I'll leave
talking
that
to you
alone.
this quick and you saying that the next time you come to my uncle's church or if you go to his church, wherever you go, I'm going. I
Yeah,
will be
nah.
there. I will.
Have
I will.
have let me tell you something. I
I
call
will
him
be there.
dad. That's pops to me. He has always opened up his doors to me.
Mhm.
And he has allowed me to be me, never stopped me. Guess what? He's not afraid of me like some other people are. Yeah, I said that. He ain't afraid of me like some other people are. He knows that I'm not gonna try to come and take over.
Right.
For what?
Yeah, exactly for
That's
what?
that's dad right there. I got free reign.
Shout
But
out to Heaven Bound.
he's also my shepherd while I'm there. He gonna correct me if I do something wrong. And I know he loves me.
Right. He does.
But when you got people that love you and care about you, they're gonna look out for you,
Right.
you know. But um and so me and religion, I still believe in Yahweh,
Yeah,
Yahshua.
I don't do the religion clothes and religions. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I don't. It's
and plus, if we
too boxy.
like,
It's too boxy.
and if anybody paid attention to this pandemic, if you
Ooh.
lost members, if you lost members during the pandemic, then obviously your ministry wasn't that strong from the
Oh
beginning.
snap! Drop the mic.
No,
No,
I'm gonna
but no,
be
that's
real.
facts. That's facts. That is so. This
Like
pandemic really
if this
ripped Band-Aid
pandemic
off.
really,
Yeah,
really showed
yeah.
who was with who, because guess what? Now you could get church 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day, 7 days
Real
a week.
talk.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're
You know?
absolutely right. I can
I
say
I
that during this pandemic, during
yeah,
it, right before and during it
yeah.
is where I can honestly say this is the closest I've ever been in my relationship has ever been. Closest.
Like you had, because guess what? They took away what we knew. And what we knew was rituals and
And
routine.
that's why I had I'm always getting in trouble for this, but I had stopped the ritual. I did because I knew
Mhm.
I didn't like all of that clickiness
Because
and different things. It was just wrong. There was something wrong.
because honestly, when the pandemic came along and it said you couldn't go here and you couldn't go there, that's why you had, and the Bible speaks about this, such a great falling away. In a sense, it was a great
Yeah,
falling away
great falling away.
because people got so used to rituals and routines. In the sense, and the Bible speaks clearly about this, about vain repetition. See, we only took that literal to the babbling, to the speaking of vain repetition, but we didn't put that practice into work, speaking about going.
Right. To the
Some
actual
of us,
right.
some of us go to church just because it's that time our
Eh,
body knows
It's a
to go to
habit.
church.
It's a
You
habit.
understand what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
go to church because it's Sunday and it's 12 o'clock and we got to be there from 12 to like 2:30. The devil is a lie. Hey, hey, shout out to New Day, Christian Empowerment Center, 1251 Chrysler Avenue, Schenectady, New York, where our pastor is Pastor Mark, Pastor Amanda Thompson. Yo, we start church 11 o'clock. We are out of church 12:15.
See, that's
We don't play no
right. It
games.
don't take until tomorrow. Like they be sitting here.
No, we don't. Yeah, we don't
I
play
be
no
like, come
games.
on, man, it's over.
We
Like,
and then shout out. We do recap on Monday. Like we do a recap of the service and what people missed or didn't catch, and it's phenomenal. Like I think that all of these things that I've been through in church is preparing me for when I open up our little ministry. Not little, I shouldn't say that. Forgive me, Most High. When we open up our ministry, that's gonna be phenomenal.
yeah,
And I'm about to drop another
it is.
bomb because
I could tell.
I got like 3 4 minutes.
No, you don't. It's
Like,
7:53. You got
oh
7 whole minutes. You got time.
yeah. But you know, at my church, we ain't gonna be worried about focusing on tithes and all of that. We ain't gonna be worried about that.
They
You
all
know,
gonna be they all gonna be millionaires.
it not even with that. But we're not gonna focus about money. We ain't gonna focus in on money. Yahweh will provide us with everything that we need.
So you're not gonna have like a million building funds.
Nah. Matter of fact, watch this.
Building
I'm gonna drop another secret, another gem for anybody that's thinking about pastoring, open up their own ministry. We just gotta have 4 harvest orphans a year. That's it. That's it. Can you imagine? Watch this. And this is how I know that is Yahweh giving it to me.
right?
Can you imagine going to church and not having to worry about money?
No,
Because in every
you got to give the speakers
service,
offerings, the
because
special pastor.
because in every service, I could be killed for what I'm saying right now, and I don't even care because I know that my protection is good. But every service, money is always mentioned. Money's always mentioned. Money is always mentioned in every service. You know what I'm saying? Money, how come money is always mentioned in every service?
Right.
And then you want to use for you want to use for, give God your 10%, where he wasn't even talking about 10%. That was talking about time. Because in the new canon of scripture, when they asked Jesus, he said, pay unto Caesar what is Caesar, pay unto God what is God. So why do you take tithes and put 10% on it? So what happens to the individuals who pay 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%? What happens to those who pay 5, 2, 3?
What they have,
Because,
right? That's all they have.
like, I'm not even gonna tell y'all my story,
Oh
but
my.
but I give it but I give it to y'all. I was making at my job 6 figures. I was clearing 6 figures, clearing it with no problem. I went from 6 figures to $0. I had got furloughed for 9 months in my school district. 14 years, zero write-ups. All of my observations have been outstanding. 14 years. Like, they frown on you if you take 10 or more days off the school year, because we're only in school for 188 days.
Mhm.
However, in those 14 years, I never took off more than 8 days a year. Even with me having my children. Shout out to my wife, Shakia, Malcolm, Maddox, and Major, and our dog Mink. How is it that I lose my job? 14 years, zero write-ups. I got laid off with 250 people. Went from making well over $100,000 a year. I'm talking like literally, my checks was this amount. And in 2 weeks, I didn't get no more checks for 9 months. Yo, couldn't pay rent. Nothing. Nothing. But I'm going to tell you how good Yahweh is. Lights never got shut off. Never got put out. The cable, never, nothing. Our kids didn't know one. Matter of fact, me and my wife lost our jobs.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
And let me tell you something. Everything managed to get paid. Was some things late? Yeah, like the cell phone bill, you was getting that money late. I don't even care about that. Cell phone
Right.
bill?
Right.
Nah, yeah. I will wait till like that day. You know how they give you like 30 days?
Yeah.
I'm waiting till day 29. Let me pay this right now. But when your back is placed not even against the wall, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this too. Shout out to the Porters. Shout out to Kenny Porter, Sean Porter, Coach Larry Wade, Barry Hunter. They told me, yo, we'll wire you $75,000 right now. It'll be in your account in 3 days. The team said, we got you. I said, nah, I'm not there yet. And if you need more money in 3 months, we'll give you another 75,000. And they didn't say, oh, you have to pay this back. Nah, you Team Porter, we gotta take care of you.
But you look.
You
Wow.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I
That's.
didn't have nothing to worry about. I didn't have one thing to worry about. Yahweh made it happen. I went out there, I got up off my behind, and I hustled every day. My goal was to try to make $100 to $200 every day, and I did it. Whether it was going down and cleaning up a laundromat, whether it was going down to the gas station, making sandwiches, because guess what? When you got degrees and experience like mine, they wasn't giving nobody jobs.
No.
I filled out 100 applications and got 0 callbacks. But I got up off my behind and I made it happen every day. Wasn't nobody buying those suits because you wasn't wearing those suits nowhere.
Right.
My sales went from 15, 20 custom suits a month down to nothing. But I got up off my behind and I made it happen. Because all I thought about, shout out to my grandfather, AV,
Mhm.
and Octavia, they transitioned to the next life. But if my grandfather did it with 13,
Right.
and a wife, I better be able to do it with 3. I better be able to do it. So anybody that's sitting, and I know we got to wrap this up. Anybody that's sitting talking about I can't make it happen, it's the system. Yeah, I know that the system is in place. I know that the system is rigged against every African American walking, even those who've made it. But if you don't get up off your behind and do something, that's on you. And that's where I'm at with it right now. Get up off your behind and do something, make it work. I'm gonna give you another little gem of mine. Shout out to my man Derek Grace down in Tampa, Florida. He's called Unlearn to Relearn. He said, yo, you gotta set a daily goal for yourself in a legal way. I'm not talking about illegal way. I'm talking about legal way.
Yeah.
Legal
Absolutely.
way. Set a daily goal for yourself, Monday through Friday,
Uh-huh.
that you gotta be able to make whatever your goal is. And so I set my goal at making $100 a day. In 2 weeks, my goal was up to almost $250. I was making $250 a day. And my highest goal that I ever made in one day, off of busting my behind, I think I made like $390 in one day. In one day. But you gotta set a daily goal for yourself. Now that I'm back re-employed, been back like 6, 7 months now, or whatever the case may be. And we're not talking about from the district, from my school district, who funds my dreams and my visions and my blueprints. We're not talking about from Meldox Custom Clothiers. We're not talking about from the Nori Code tracksuits. I'm not talking about from cryptocurrency from my 4 different entities that I'm utilizing right now. My daily goal, I still got to make $100 a day. So I got to figure out in my 24 hours, because 8 of those is already to sleep. I got to spend time with my family. I have to spend time with Most High. I have to dedicate time to cryptocurrency. I have to dedicate time to Meldox Custom Clothiers. I have to dedicate time to my students. I have to dedicate time to me constantly reading. I read 3 books simultaneously every single day. Right now, I'm reading From Superman to Man by J.R. Rogers. I'm currently reading The Power of Discipline by man, what's my boy name? I don't have that author right now. And then another book that I'm reading, The Takeover of Babylon, with also studying Yahweh's word.
And giving tea
I'm
time
moving.
an hour.
I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving.
Wow. You got a lot.
Nah, you gotta stay busy. You know what they say, like an idol's
Out of
mind,
mind is a devil workshop. And that's true.
devil's workshop. Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's real true.
It's
But at the
real
end,
true.
but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna stop. What I've been through, we gotta really wrap this up. I gotta go, just 2 minutes. What I've been through, started the pandemic. I already knew that the pandemic was coming way before, because my people over in Hong Kong, they said, yo, we got a disease over here that's wiping people out. Like, we talking about wiping people out, like 10, 15,000 people dying a day. I got screenshots, I got recordings, all of this stuff. It's all documented. He said, Joe, get ready. The start of that year, 2 days before Christmas, my wife had to have a blood transfusion. My wife, healthy as an ox, beautiful queen. Blood transfusion 2 days before Christmas. There's like, yo, wonder if your wife gonna be able to make it home before Christmas. Boom, Most High did his thing. She made it home before Christmas. After Christmas, our youngest son, Major, this is 2019, going into 2020. 2019, our youngest son, Major, has a temperature for like 5, 6 days that's not breaking. We talking about his temperature is like 102, 103. We speak to our nurse. We like, yo, he's starting to develop rashes on his face. She said, yo, get him to the ER ASAP. Got him to the ER. There's like, yo, you can't go home. He has the septic virus.
Oh, septic.
Yeah, his blood was septic. And so they was like, yo, it's a 50-50 for him right now, because the problem was his temperature kept going up and his blood pressure kept dropping. And so I had asked the doctor, I said, Joe, have you seen anything worse than this? She said, yeah. We saw worse than this. I said, all right. I said, well, Yahweh needs to operate through you, and you better do what you got to do. I said, because there's nothing that I can do but depend on Yahweh for you to perform, because it's your profession, it's your job.
Right.
At this point in time, I'm going to call her the love of my life because she still is my grandmother, Octavia Gandy. Goes into the hospital. Grandmother has always had a clean bill of health. No issues, no nothing. We just saw her that Thanksgiving. And the only pictures that I took was of her and Major together. Goes into the hospital. Day 3, they stated that, mind you, she just had a checkup like 3-4 months ago. They said that the cancer had ate up her whole pancreas, and had ate up the left side of the kidney and was working on 50% of the right kidney. And they didn't even see her making it by the end of the week. She spoke to my father. She said, yo, tell Malcolm Major gonna be fine. I got this one. All right. As my son gets better, my grandmother gets worse. January 10th, and this is so crazy because the same day Major went into the hospital, my mother's best friend, my Aunt Robin, passed away. So her funeral, I'll never forget this day as long as I live. Her funeral was on January 10th. I go down to Sweet Pilgrim because my mother's speaking at my aunt's funeral, so I wanted to, pay my respects, go down there. I went to the food co-op. I never forget, it was raining, and I pulled back up in the parking lot, but there's no parking, so I had to park on the side. I parked my car. My father hit me up and said, your grandmother died.
Oh.
What people don't know is that the day that my grandmother died is the same day my son came home from the hospital.
So she took that one.
Yeah.
That's what she meant.
Yeah, she said, I got this one. And so my wife, blood transfusion, my son almost dying, my aunt dying, my grandmother dying. In March, my wife lose her job, but we Gucci because I'm hustling. I'm doing what I got to do. We make it through. The pandemic is going crazy. That following September 25th, lose my job. So no money, no nothing. But if you notice, the lights is still on. Still got a cell phone. I actually told somebody, said, yo, I said, I'm so mad. I think I'm about to go out and purchase a Lexus. I actually went out and purchased a Lexus while all this stuff is going on. like I just, I made up in my mind everything that I've been through. And we're not even going to talk about like my past life, like what happened to me when I was a kid. Y'all know about that. Y'all Monticello, y'all know about that. Won't even gotta revisit that. But those in Monticello, y'all know what happened to me. And I'm not even stressing that. But all of that, up until this day right here, April 14th, 2022, you got a grown man standing in front of you. And there's no excuses. Parents on drugs, no excuses. Y'all pray for my sister too. My sister, I don't even know what happened to my sister. On drugs now, crazy. But there's a reason why I got to do, because I got to get her in rehab. It's so much stuff I got to do. And I don't got time. I don't got time to be wasting. So I got to keep, if you're not evolving every day, then you're doing something wrong in life. If you don't got a relationship with Yahweh, if you don't got a relationship with people that love you, you're doing something wrong. And so if I could end anything, is that like Yahweh is love, like hands down. And don't stop working. Like evolve yourself. You should not be the same person you was yesterday. Like forgive those. If y'all want to know anything about Most High, the only way He gonna forgive you of every sin you've ever done is if you forgive others. You have to. You have to forgive. You have, forgive, all of that hurt, all of that pain. Somebody did you dirty, somebody did you filthy, somebody cheated on you, somebody stole from you. Forgive them. because they don't know what they're doing. Forgive. I'm not saying that you got to forget, but forgive and just love, 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 yo. It's crazy what just happened. And B, we'll talk about it when this ends, but it's crazy what just happened. It's crazy what just happened. It's bananas. What just happened right now is crazy. But I love that individual. I ain't mad at them. I love that person. And I
Yeah,
pray nothing but success
if you
over
got
their
time,
life.
definitely after this, when this end, yeah, I ain't gotta go nowhere. Like,
Straight, like love. That's why I don't got nothing to worry about. I don't worry about nothing. I don't worry about money. Money, please, whatever. Money, that's light to me. And it's not because I could call and I could make a few phone calls and I could get it, whether it be from Sean. Shout out to my Aunt Fi. Shout out to my Aunt Arnice, my Aunt Sherry, my Aunt Stacy, all my aunts.
Yeah, they love you.
I could call my Aunt Sabrina, my Aunt Jackie, my Aunt Janine. I could call all of them right now. Because I'm Pooh. Pooh get whatever you want. Pooh spoiled. I'm about to be 40. Oh, Jesus, help me. I'm about to be 40 in October. October 3rd. I'm about to be 40. And my aunts and my uncle down, my
You're
father,
still the baby.
I'm still the baby.
Yeah.
I could get it right now. I can get it right now. Shout out to my Aunt Dorothy, my Aunt Cheryl. I could call these people. I don't have to struggle. But that's not the man that they raised me to be. I was gonna, I don't want to slip up and say the A word, but get up off your A and get out there and work. Go work. Most High has given everybody a niche. It's your job to figure that out.
Right.
I'm into so much stuff right now. You wouldn't believe it. Music videos, rappers, anything. Don't worry. Y'all gonna be seeing me. And I'm gonna make sure that I shout out Tea Time with Bunky, because we're gonna get some celebrities on for you. I'm gonna take care of you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go through my phone and see who's available, and we're gonna hook you up.
Right. And who thought I would have been doing this, right? Who would have thought? But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop calling him God because that's disrespectful. But and I'll tell you about how Tea Time fully after all this.
Yeah.
Because he totally gave me everything. This is not me. This ain't me. This all him. It's all him. I'm just acting.
You look good doing it though.
You
look good doing it.
Thank you.
And this fits you.
Yeah, it does.
This so fits you. So now I thank you. I thank you for this time.
I thank you.
For all the viewers, please hit that share button.
I got it.
I need for this show right here to at least get 10,000 views. I'm just speaking to the atmosphere.
It's on YouTube too.
It's on YouTube. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. And I'm nobody, y'all. Real talk. I ain't nobody special. I'm just a young man who still has a vision for Yahweh's people. And you're not gonna stop me.
You are
because the problem is our two biggest adversaries is fear and dependency. Stop being fearful and stop depending. Like when the text really says look to the hills, like seriously, there's a hill in every city and every town. Look to the hill because that's where your help come from. I don't know.
You are the best. You are.
Nah, but thank you, B.
I do. You still be little Malcolm to me. Always.
All day. I ain't leaving that.
No. And I don't have to wish you continued success because he got you. He got
yes,
you.
Ma'am.
And this is ma'am. Now I feel old. But thank you for the little nuggets. I'm gonna look into that. Coinbase. Shib. Coinbase. Download that.
Coinbase.
Download.
You got an iPhone?
Yes.
All right, so this is what you're gonna do. Send me your number. I'm gonna share Coinbase with you, and then B, what I'm gonna do for you, right?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
I'm going to send you 2,500 SHIB coins. I'm gonna send you 2,500.
I don't know what that is, but
That's
hold
one day that's gonna turn into $250,000. So I'm gonna send you 2,500 coins on me. Cause I honestly, truthfully, my portfolio. I got about 100 million tokens out there. So I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna take care of you. Oh look, Detailer said, "Hey, I like Detailer. She's been
oh
very
yeah,
interactive.
let me
Tell
always.
Yo, do me a favor. Get Detailer's number. Detailer, don't put your number up here.
Yeah,
Get Detailer's number and
message
send it
me.
to me. Yeah, send it through Messenger. I'm gonna send her 2,500 too. I told y'all, I'm out here for real, like game. All free game. All
Wow.
free game.
I don't know really what you just did. I don't know what that is,
Nah,
but
yeah,
he'll show me. Yeah. All
yeah,
right.
I
But
got you.
look, don't you go nowhere because I want to talk to you for a minute. If you got
All right.
time, you got a minute. I know you got a lot going on.
Yeah, if we want to end the live, cause
Yeah, we're gonna end the live. We're gonna end the live.
all right, cool. And then
Okay.
we can stay on. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. Yeah, we are 16 minutes over, and I never go over. I never go over
Sorry.
2-3 minutes. No, but it's okay because this was great. You guys make sure you go to follow him. It's on the bottom. Go to his website. Go to his website for his clothing, which he's getting, which is probably nothing compared to what you're saying is about to happen, because he getting ready to shake everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
Maldox 51, was it Maldox?
Maldox 518 for
Instagram.
Instagram. Yep.
Instagram. Maldox 518 on Instagram, and
Mm-hmm.
Maldox Gandy on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mm-hmm.
guys go follow this young man. He's doing big things. I can't wait to see. One day you will be making me a suit.
Yeah.
One day
Matter of
you'll be.
fact, let's make it happen.
Well, I'm
Let's make
not going anywhere. So I don't.
it don't no. But we just got to get it to you. So let's make it happen in like the next 3 months. We'll make it happen in the next 3 months. We're gonna make you a free custom blazer. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, well, we can ready to say goodbye right now on Tea Time. Let's say goodbye because I don't want Mr. Gandy doing too much. Okay, so you guys, thank you, and you guys, thank you for my 1 year tomorrow, 1 year of all your support, all my shows. Thank you, all of my guests that came on. Now, next Tea Time is on next Wednesday. I have a Wednesday show and a Thursday show. Now, next Wednesday, which is 4/20, which is the marijuana day. I have a lady coming on, Miss Get Right. She's a cancer survivor. Actually, her story is amazing, and she makes all that edible stuff, and we're gonna have a conversation. And then the following day is a musician, Mr. James Harrison Bacon. He'll be on that Thursday. So next week I'm gonna have a back-to-back show. So I guess you can do your edibles and listen to acoustic. That's so far from whatever. Look, you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you next week. Thank you, Mr. Gandy, for just being
Thank you.
so wonderful. You guys, see you next week.